welcome to another episode of Let's Watch C-Dramas. My name is Ying and I'm a C-Drama deity in training, and today I want to talk about Heroes Back, or better said, the second season of Rakshasa Street. I hope I speak the Donghua title correctly, but Heroes Back is much easier to spell. Even the Chinese title Zhenhunjie, which is the name of the Donghua, the manhua, and the original source material for this live-action C-drama, is much easier to spell. And I just have to talk about this because I watched the whole show, I think, in 1 week. Would just say this is maybe like one of the most underrated or Ao Ruipeng C-dramas I have seen. It has great action. It is a very high production value, obviously, and high IP C-drama adaptation of an existing manhua and donghua. But I guess because it's second season or something, and they changed about like one of the arcs, they changed the plot a little bit different from the original donghua, so everybody got mad, and the people who usually watches the manhua and the donghua didn't like the C-drama adaptation, and the live adaptation never got that so much hype that anybody watched it like with a closer eye that it could say this is good or bad. And I actually watched it, and I have to say this is definitely one of the better dramas from Ao Ruipeng I've seen. I wouldn't compare it to The Blood of Youth or Moonlight Mystique because those were masterpieces. We would put them in an S category, but I would definitely call this an A category C-drama. But obviously nobody realized that. Yeah, especially if you just watch like the opening and the ending. I mean, the theme song is already incredibly beautiful. Love this. The opening is just like such a banger. Yeah. Well, I kind of can understand why girls might have not really liked the show, but for me this was an absolute must-watch, and it was a totally pleasant surprise to watch this because after I think The Blood of Youth, Ao Ruipeng didn't make any TV or C-drama series which was aimed at a male audience or a balanced audience, I would call it. Usually he does like those love comedies or xianxia dramas where he plays the male lead and every girl is supposed to fall in love with him. But I actually also dig this side like of the genre of I would say it's not really wuxia, but there are also a lot of C-dramas, xianxia, wuxia, which are actually aimed at a male audience, and usually we don't see much of it because they never made the cut because the overall audience is female, and then they just want their love story and they don't want no blood and no fighting. But for my personal taste, I also like have some real action and some real fighting scenes, so this one was like totally my thing. This is obviously like a decent donghua or manhua adaptation, I would call it, and Ao Ruipeng as Cao Yanbing is actually doing a great job. Also, the female lead from this series, I know her from Love and Redemption already. I forgot the name of the actress, but she played, I think, Ling Long, and her summon, like her general, like her spiritual guardian she calls, is actually the same guy also from Love and Redemption who played Ming Yan. I was like, those two like partnering up for another series, that's great. That's really, really awesome. Yeah, look at him. He's doing a great job. There's nothing more I can say about it. I really don't get it why this series didn't get any more attention. I actually totally like that scene. He's so huge! Oh my god! It's like 2 heads taller than the other guy. Oh! And his original voice. Oh my god. I forgot. It's his original voice. Oh my god, it's so hot. Jesus. Yeah. A lot of things come together which made me believe this is actually a great series. Not because because of the plot. The original manhua and donghua source material. I mean, the costume, some people like it, some people do not like it. And after a while, I adapted to it and I actually like it. The overall production value, the actors, the actresses, and I get original voice. No dubbing? Oh my god, I get to hear the original voice of Ao Ruipeng. My head is like all over the place. Yeah. And this kid actor is super cute too. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the overall thing was like there were so many things coming together. Like actors I like to see beside Ao Ruipeng, the lady from Love and Redemption and her former partner also from the series. That was a totally surprise for me. So the guy who plays Beilua is actually pretty attractive, I have to say. And the other guy, Shixiong from Love Never Fails was also there. The guy who played like the Nine-Tailed Fox in Love Never Fails. So a lot of actors, known faces coming together, great action scenes, decent donghua manhua adaptation, Ao Ruipeng's original voice, and yeah, IP Zhenhunjie. That's a huge IP actually for Chinese, how to say, standards. It's like, I wouldn't say it's Naruto of China, but it's basically a very popular shonen manga or manhua in China, and this is actually a huge IP to be adapted to. Yeah. I know that the armor is a little bit clunky, but they used the armor basically adapted from season 4, so people who haven't been catching on Zhenhunjie from the manhua, they won't know that. Like the trailer I watched with my friend together, but it looks really great. Also the CGI. I don't think that the CGI is actually from last year, so 2024. So basically this premiered September 24 is basically like the end of last year, but it didn't really get much recognition or attention since then, which I completely do not understand, because for my personal taste this was a great series. Everybody was doing their best. And oh yeah, actually you get to see Ao Ruipeng as playing his evil self. So there is like demonic evil spirit whatsoever, demon lord inside him. And so he plays himself as Cao Yanbing and his own evil version, which is like, oh. I was totally hyped up when I saw the trailer, but when I started watching I wasn't sure it would turn out that good. But I have to say, meanwhile, the opening of Heroes Back and the ending are like one of my favorite endings for C-dramas. Yeah, it's really good. It's not this how to say, the sad, soft usually love songs you get. Oh yeah, that's a great one.
才能实现自己的所求。
我真的想不明白，这个世界难道就这么的不讲道理吗？那我这么多年斩杀恶灵，守护心中的和平正义，都是为了什么呢？
这世间的道理和答案，本就需要我们自己去寻找，去坚守。
因为相信就是相信，相信同伴不需要任何理由。无论里面有多危险，我们一起输。我可以输，但你们绝不能赢。众将听令。有人天生为王，有人落草为寇，而我选择的路才刚刚开始。
够疯也够强的，实在让人兴奋。
明白自己为何而战。
Recommended. So I don't know why it actually didn't got much attention or traction since then, because obviously it's also not that high. How to say, ranked or rated on my drama list I could see. But actually it's beyond that. I think the problem is like this series, like the original manhwa, is a shonen series, was basically made for male audience, and then for like the live action adaptation, they took Ao Ruipeng for Cao Yanbing. I don't know how many male fans he has, but I guess not so many. And this opened up like a whole new audience, like of female viewers. But the female viewers were just not that much interested in the original story of Zhenhunjie 之什么热血再燃. Yeah. It's just not to the taste, I guess, of the female audience. For me personally, this was like a total A-list title. It's not an S-list title, but it's definitely an A-list title. I love that scene. Especially when he's talking to his evil self. It's great. Oh, when he's evil, so hot, Jesus Christ. Ling Long! And there goes his head. Nice. I always wanted to see Ao Ruipeng as a villain, and now I get like a taste of it. Not completely villain yet, but it's already very close.
那栋被炸毁的楼，
怎么样？喜欢吗？
太凶残了，没人性。这种力量我才不稀罕呢。
居然说我没人性，你是不是傻呀？我又不是人，要什么人性？况且，又不是我让那魔兽咬掉了它主人的脑袋，而是你。
怎么可能？你
好好考虑。
I love the scene, God's sake!
随时唤我出来，记住方法，杀心。
Oh my god! Finally! The villain I wanna see! No. I have basically dreamed of seeing Ao Ruipeng in a villain role. Now we get a taste of it, how it can be. Oh my god, I really want to see him like as a full villain, not as a part villain. Oh my god, he's too huge for the bag! Can you see that? His feet are like touching. His from head to toe, he's like touching the both sides of the bed. Oh my god, hilarious. I guess sleeping scenes are his favorite because he gets to lie down and sleep. Perfect. So this is the ending. I totally dig it. Yeah, that's Ling Long. In my head, she's still Ling Long from Love and Redemption. But here she plays Xialing, female lead, which is actually pretty good, decent role. Her chemistry with Ao Ruipeng was kind of a little bit off. They didn't really fit well with each other. Yeah. I love that ending. The ending and the opening are just amazing. The soundtrack is amazing, cast is amazing, the source material is amazing, even though they changed a little bit about the story, I think, where everybody got mad about it. But since I don't know the original source material 100%, just roughly, I don't mind. Yeah, I was just totally into this. I'm like, whoa. It was a total blast for me, and an absolute surprise. I did not expect this. This was really action, adventure, fantasy. Heroes Back. It was like completely surprises to see a lot of already known actors, plus Ao Ruipeng. And the music, the soundtrack, especially opening ending, I actually caught myself always watching opening ending because I like the soundtrack so much. And original voice, oh my god, undubbed voice, holy shit, how good is that? And I always wanted to see Ao Ruipeng as a villain. Here I get a taste of it, how he could work out as a villain. But just partly because being his evil half self and then his normal self as Cao Yanbing. It's a great show. Action scenes. I also started to like the costumes when you get used to it. Because the first time when you see it, it's a little bit clunky. But then when you watch the images of the donghua and the manhua, especially starting from season 4, everything just fits together. It's actually a good show. Basically, I can totally recommend this. There's nothing else I can say about the show Heroes Back. I think it's totally underrated and most people just don't understand what kind of gem they are missing. Especially, I'm talking about the female audience who wouldn't be usually into such a kind of action and adventure series. It's still totally worth a watch. Yeah. There is also a little bit I would call love story going on between Cao Yanbing and Xialing, but it's not that obvious. Yeah, but there is something there. Maybe they can develop into the next season. I love it. Yeah. As said, it's not like 100% masterpiece because there are some plot holes, especially in one arc, which I did not really like much. With the female general, which is like basically framing Cao Yanbing of killing her brother. But everything else was just over the top, above expectations in every way. Loved it. So, if you're interested too, take your time, check it out on YouTube. If you liked it, after 15 episodes, you still can sign up to Yoku. Then you can spend money on this one. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Signing out.